YouTube friends. So I'm in my work t-shirt and I don't feel like changing. So excuse my appearance because I'm covering up my company t-shirt. So in today's video I'm going to discuss some business / manner behavior stuff. So the first thing is hard skills. When searching for a job, it's useful to be able to describe your skills. So there's two different types of job skills. There's hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are those that you learn on job or institutional training. These include specific skills to a particular occupation, such as those involved in planning, teaching for teachers, or the ability to specialize tools and a dental technician. Excuse my language. Soft skills are those that can be used in any occupation. These skills are often called transferable skills because you can transfer them from one job to another. Often these are skills that you use to develop everyday situations, not necessarily in relation to work. Soft skills include organizational and teamwork skills, as well as qualities such as innovative and attention to detail. Of course, they're being really loud and obnoxious up there, so just ignore me. Don't ignore me. Ignore them. So there are 6 different types of interviews. There's the traditional one-on-one interview, a panel interview, behavioral interview, group interview, telephone interview, and lunch interview. Interview etiquette. Be sure you're on time. Know the location and be there 30 minutes prior. 30 minutes earlier than your set a time. So like let's say your interview is at 1 o'clock. Be there at 2:20. No, 2:30 or 2:40. Make sure you have the proper security or anything to enter the building if that's an issue. Find parking and the availability, so if there's any cash or free parking, which most of the places are free. Don't forget to check for traffic and weather reports. Avoid running errands before an interview. I've made that mistake before. Make sure childcare arrangements are put into place. This happens a lot, apparently, because that's what you hear all over the news. So make sure those are set into place. Go to the interview alone. Don't smoke before the interview. If there's a delay, let the interviewer know. When entering the office area, greet receptionist. He or she may talk with the interviewer for further research and understanding of what the company does. If there's any information or brochures in the waiting area, review them. During the interview, when the interviewer comes to meet you, stand, make eye contact, smile, and shake their hands. Sit only when interviewer tells you to sit. Make eye contact and smile. Nod every now and then, so nods like, not like, that's not a nod. Nods like, yes, I understand. Don't ask the interviewer or panel members personal questions. Don't flirt with the interviewer. Make sure answers are clear and concise. There should be more than just yes or no. Appear interested in what the interviewer or panel members are saying. Do not appear anxious to the end of the interview. Allow the interviewer to determine when the interview is over. And don't forget to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Especially down south. So when an interviewer asks you, tell me about yourself, they don't mean tell me about your family, tell me about your life, all that jazz. They mean tell me about your work experience, your past work experience. If you have none, then discuss your education or what you were doing in the meantime. What are your strengths? You can be organized, outgoing, dependable, team player. What are your weaknesses? When they ask this question, talk in terms of whether the personal shortcomings and add like a twist on it. So I could be like, I'm not good at math, but I am very outgoing when interacting with people. What types of work are you seeking? That could be a question that they ask. Why do you want to work for this company? Why are you unemployed, or why'd you leave your last job? Again, you want to put, if you are unemployed or fired, tell the truth, but make sure you have like learned from the experience and add like a positive twist to it. They don't need all the personal details. I'm essentially talking to myself because I know I will go back and watch this video, and yeah, I need to learn. Why have you been unemployed for so long? School can be an answer to this. Explain the gaps in your past history if you were doing school or doing children or stuff like that. Has haunted me. I don't know how to respond to this question. What will your former employees say about you? Why'd you change jobs? What salary are you seeking? You want to request for the pay. So essentially, you're trying to ask them, but without saying any specific numbers, whatever you essentially have laid out or paid for me. Don't throw numbers. You always want to have questions at the end of the interviewer at the end of the interview. So here are some good ones. Please describe a typical workday and what I would be doing if they haven't discussed that yet. Who I report to when hired. How many people work in the department or company. How does this company evaluate its employees? What can I do or say to convince you to offer me this job? Is there room for advancement? Simple questions like that. Also, bring a thank you card and write that in advance. Say, thank you, Mr. Love Rock, for this interview. Thank you for the time spent. You want to be as thorough as possible with that. Critical tips for your next job interview. Common nonverbal mistakes made during job interviews. 67% fail to make eye contact. 47% have little knowledge of the company. 38% don't smile. 33% have bad posture. 33% fidget too much. 26% have a weak handshake. 21% play with their hair or touch their face. 21% cross their arms over on their chest. And 9% use many hand gestures. Statistics show first impressions are determined by 55% the way you dress, act, and walk through the door. 38% the quality of your voice, grammar, and confidence. 7% the words you choose to say. Things that have been impact on first impressions. 70% of employers claim they don't want applicants overly fashionable or trendy. 65% of hiring managers say clothes can be a deciding factor between the two similar candidates. These are top. They scare me, and I'm in the middle of a video, y'all. Well, I have to keep this because I don't feel like refilming. So, y'all want to learn about job interviews?
I want to see that.
No. So, yeah, I still have to cover my company t-shirt because I don't want people seeing where I work. There's some stalkers and creepers out there. Oh, let's see if these guys know what this is. What is an interview?
When someone interviews you.
An introduction of a company and you.
Dang. I was wrong.
We scared you so good.
What time from...
We got you good.
What time
We got you good.
from...
We got you good. We got
Okay,
you
cool.
good.
What time from your... What time from you should arrive to the interview?
Early.
15 minutes early, 10, 30, or the exact time requested?
30 minutes early.
15. So, I know America kind of sucks at this, but
so funny.
we need to start saying please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, I'm sorry.
She was like,
Yeah, we don't do that a lot, or apologize to people.
no, I will do it. Sadie, come here, Sadie, come here. Time with Sadie.
You're being really obnoxious now.
Sadie, 3 people.
Okay, I've seen everybody in this room do this. This is, well, that's business.
Oh, no.
We don't want that. Out in public. They're being really distracting while I'm trying to film this. Yeah, so I will just do these later, or not at all.
They're like jobs.
Yelling at children in public, please, parents who lose their tempers out in public need to spend more time disciplining their children in private.
You when you grow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really bad at it, y'all. I'm just predicting it now.
Peace.
Wait, do y'all want to film that YouTube, The Incredibles?
Do you want to, Danny? No.
Alright, well then, they're boring. So, that wraps up today's video. Ew, I could put this on my Bible. Yeah, sorry. I don't like people seeing my work shirt. And sorry y'all had to deal with the scream. I know that can be really obnoxious, but yeah, peace out.